Star Trek Online announces the release date for the Awakening expansion, tons of class adjustments happening in Final Fantasy XIV, Skyforge shows off its fiery new expansion, and it looks like Portal Knights is growing up to become a full-fledged MMO. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of August 2nd, 2019. First up, Skybound Games and NMC Studios kicked off Season 2 of their vehicular battle royale game Notmycar this past week on Steam. With this, players can also unlock a car inspired by Telltale's The Walking Dead for free until August 2nd, which is today, so sorry this news is a little bit late there. In Notmycar, players are dropped into a massive island where you fight for your life at high speed using a variety of vehicles. The idea is to be the last car standing. A steady trigger finger and a firm grip on the wheel are a way to win in this exciting battle royale game. Notmycar originally launched on Steam Early Access in April 2019, and since then, NMC Studios' team has welcomed the feedback of thousands of drivers in preparation for Season 2, which introduces numerous technical improvements and content upgrades, including new car classes, 2 new vehicles, new personalization options, faster matchmaking, and bigger matches. In other shooter news, Vigor, a new looter shooter set in post-war Norway, released a new update this week. Update 0.9, or AID as it's known, features tightened shooting controls and improved movement animations, food and charity boxes, the Outlanders store, and plenty more. The charity boxes let players aid other players by donating food through this new feature, and the Outlanders store offers new options for cosmetics. New female-focused game models are also available in-game to offer more options for player characters and to offer greater inclusion. Vigor is not available yet, but it is in game preview on Xbox Live as an exclusive title, although the free-to-play release is expected to arrive this summer. In another bit of update news, the latest update for Final Fantasy XIV, patch 5.05 is here, and with it comes Eden's Gate, Savage. Perhaps the biggest change in this update was the class adjustments, with quite a few classes seeing improvements. Astrologians, Scholars, Red Mages, Arcanist Summoner, Samurai, and Pugilists, Monks saw major changes. Mechanist and Ninja saw minor adjustments. On the note of healers, healing outside of battle no longer builds the limit gauge. Eden's Gate is available to be registered for, and the item level requirements per encounter, of course, are 440, 445, 450, and 455. Completing a raid will see a treasure coffer drop, which contains an Eden Grace coffer. This can be used with whatever class you're equipped with at the time. A new tombstone also arrived in this update, Allegan Tombstones of Phantasmagoria. Players can only acquire 450 of them per week and 2,000 in total. Phantasmagorian tombstones can only be acquired with at least one class at level 80. They drop as additional rewards in the duty roulettes. There are, of course, bug fixes and new items to be found, as well as PvP changes. The full patch notes can be found in the description below. It's definitely a detailed update. Yuzu Games and GTArcade are getting ready for a gaming marathon next month with a goal of fighting hunger. This Hungry Heroes Marathon is in support of the World Food Program, WFP, to fight against hunger in the regions that are most vulnerable. Gaming fans will get to enjoy exclusive gameplay features and events during the week-long initiative. By joining in, they will be helping to raise crucial funding for the World Food Program. The premise is simple. The more you play, the more Yuzu donates. For the GTArcade Marathon, Yuzu has set up a team in the World Food Program app, Share the Meal. All funds raised in the hashtag GTArcade team will go towards operations supported by the Share the Meal app. There are 3 ways that you can get involved with GTArcade's Hunger Heroes event and help raise money in the fight against hunger, and those details are at the site posted at MMOs.com, so you're going to want to head over there to learn more. Next up, Tilting Point and Edgeworks Entertainment are bringing their terraforming mobile game, TerraGenesis, to the Microsoft Store this fall. TerraGenesis is rooted in real data and science from NASA and has a near photorealistic outer space experience. In conjunction with this, TerraGenesis has partnered with filmmaker, composer, and influencer Melody Sheep on a new video that shows off the possibilities of space exploration. A science enthusiast, Melody Sheep is known for fusing music and ideas in his videos and remixes, in addition to his famous musical tributes for legendary public figures like Neil Armstrong, Carl Sagan, Bob Ross, and more. Pretty cool collab, so I figured I'd mention it. The Astellia Online developers have a new blog post that is focused on the loyalty in cash shops. Now that the game is in closed beta 2, they introduced the cash shop into the game so that players can test it and offer feedback. It is important to note that this is the first iteration of these systems, and they are exploring new ideas and adjusting based on player insight. They discuss the differences between gems and Zender, and what you can purchase with them, as well as their price for gems, which is the real money currency. The full list of the currently available items can be seen in the blog post, as well as the in-game client, although beeswax, which is the unsold bind items, is shown, and it is an error and will not be sold for real money, just to, clarify. On a slightly similar note, Echo of Soul is bringing summer back with the return of their limited time summer event. Players can obtain suitable beach outfits and head to a sunny, beautiful island where fun quests await. Don't miss out on exploring Manta Reef, cracking coconuts, having water balloon fights, and more. Those who successfully complete a quest are rewarded with coins to purchase unique items. There's plenty of beach-themed gear and accessories to purchase from vendors. This event kicks off in the Live.43 update. Portal Knights is branching out into an MMO. This original IP from 505 Games announced this past week that they have plans to team up with DOE Network, who will publish the project in China, with 505 Games handling other regions. This announcement comes hot on the heels of the news that the Chinese localized version of Portal Knights sold over 1 million copies in Greater China. The upcoming MMO will share features with the premium Portal Knights game, with sandbox construction and role-playing elements, while also centralizing more traditional MMO mechanics. Portal Knights MMO will also feature a freemium monetization strategy. A demo of the game will be shown to players for the first time at ChinaJoy in Shanghai from August 2nd through the 5th, so keep an eye out for more details at MMOs.com. In other news, Star Trek Online's next update, Awakening, will take captains back to the 25th century. September 10th is the release date for PC, with a console release to be announced at a later date. Following the conclusion of Age of Discovery, captains will return to the 25th century and their original timeline. We head to the year 2410, where a mission begins to recover stolen mycelial technology from Jaula and the Klingons. Captains can also access Awakening to participate in a series of patrols to repair time rifts, as well as a brand new task force operation and special mycelio event. This event will give players a new T6 Alachi ship for completing missions. During Age of Discovery, players witnessed Jaula and her Klingon forces stealing mycelial technology, which pulled them forward to the year 2410. Captains must now follow this ruthless Klingon matriarch back to the 25th century to ensure she doesn't corrupt the entire mycelial network in pursuit of her own dangerous agenda. Sounds like a big mess that needs to get straightened out. In other MMO news, My Games announced this past week that a Fiery Edition is coming to Skyforge in the way of the upcoming Ignition expansion. This update will add new content and lore exploring the banishment and eventual return of Elder God Kerr. The all-powerful mage of his Cult of Flame are going to rebuild their cruel empire, but we can't let that happen. This expansion also introduces a new class, the Fire Starter. This is the first fire-based class to come to Skyforge, and this expansion arrives on PS4, PC, and Xbox One this September. Descendants of Kerr's fire-worshipping followers, Fire Starters are ranged damage dealers with an uncanny control over fire magic. They can unleash swift, agile attacks against non-believers and have a vast assortment of pyromantic spells to deliver unto anyone that stands in their way. Starborne, a free-to-play MMORTS with over 90,000 players currently active in its open alpha, has added a third server this past week. This new server also serves to commemorate the Black Moon supermoon that the Western Hemisphere experienced recently. Starborne is a game where you build an empire alongside thousands of other players, waging war to control your piece of the galaxy. Each game is played over an 8-week period across a single seamless map where alliances are forged and wars are waged to see who can gain control of the most space. The video you see playing here is literally called What Makes Starborne the Greatest Game You've Ever Heard Of, so I'm going to let it do all the explaining. Check it out from the site post at MMOs.com. Next up, Spacelords is a new update to coincide with reaching their 5th roadmap milestone, the Master of Puppets update. This update adds 2 major changes to the game, the first being the antagonist communication system. The antagonist system has a 5th player controlling the enemy AI against 4 players, with the goal of foiling whatever mission they're on. With the antagonist communication system, antagonist players can now direct their attacks against specific characters or complete tasks during a mission, offering a greater variety of ways to stop the other players. The other addition to the game is the Aleph Natural Deposits. Aleph is a powerful energy source only found on the Broken Planet, where all of these factions fight for control. Players can now find the Aleph Natural Deposits around the various mission maps. Securing these is a vital objective and adds a new tactical layer to the game. Next up, during the Teppen Asian Japan premiere event happening on August 8th in Tokyo, Gung Ho Online Entertainment will reveal new hero and card additions to the game. This event will also reveal a new esports initiative for Teppen. This will add a new hero to the already impressive list of legendary Capcom characters, as well as their 3 unique hero arts. Along with Teppen's latest hero, players can expect new cards to expand the existing library, all of which will reflect even more of Capcom's beloved franchises. With these inclusions, Gung Ho Online and Capcom will also introduce a wealth of gameplay balances and updates, setting the stage for Teppen's next phase. Gung Ho Online will also announce Teppen's plans to enter the esports scene with their first world tournament. Several fighting game legends will take part in this event, from Diago the Beast Umehara, Justin Wong, and Jamie Takedo Taniguchi in a series of exhibition matches. Viewers who watch the stream will also have a chance to win a free Teppen t-shirt, so you might not want to miss out on that. And finally, for the last bit of news, time has been twisted in Fortnite during Season 10, which introduces a host of new things to see and items to unlock. Locations thought to be gone forever are back, but aren't the same as their original incarnations. Whether you're nostalgic for the past or excited for the future, there's something for you in Fortnite's newest season update. Purchasing the new Battle Pass unlocks the X-Lord and Catalyst outfits immediately. Season 10 will also add new ways to experience Fortnite creative, with new player-created LTMs such as Junkyard Juke and Sky Station Showdown. Save the World will also see a limited-time event, with beloved Fortnite Save the World characters making a treacherous journey to the radio station so they can broadcast their Song of the Summer. However, the storm is deadly, so don't stray too far from the hover truck. The Locker also makes its way to Save the World. To start off the season, the Locker will exclude emotes, music packs, and loading screens. And that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.